All right, welcome back to Transmit to 1075. Hey guys, it's been a while. I've had a little hiatus for the last couple of months, if not even longer, although I've been posting some like on-scene jobs. But today, one of my older boys convinced me that maybe I should go back to some of these critiques, since it seemed like a bunch of the younger guys, or just maybe your average day firefighter, found some amusement to them, or hopefully at the end of the day, this is a learning experience for all. If you've never been to my channel before, I've been in the business for about 32 years, although I'm retired now. Worked in mostly suburbia, but did city EMS, three-generation firefighter, connections to the city, buffed a lot in New York City. So I have a pretty good perspective on things, though I don't know everything, and I don't claim to, and I'm never going to have any of these discussions here acting as if I know it all, because I don't. So please, comment in the comment section. If you're at this job, please let me know. Tell me what the exact scenarios were, because a lot of things we can discuss sometimes have one missing factor, and that's not being there. And so if I don't know why things were done because I wasn't there, I don't know the backstory, sometimes I can go down a path that may be wrong. Anyway, let's start off here. This fire caught my eye a month ago, and I saved it on the channel. I also thought it was interesting, the comments on the original video. I'll post the original in the description, so if guys want to watch it, you can. The comments are shut off, and that's usually a good indication that people have opinions about things. And so here, the comment section will be open. Let's go through it. This is in Fairfax, Virginia. It's at 507 Levi Court, and here goes. I'm going to stop things here and there when it needs to be, or we want to discuss something. Oh, I love that view.
Engine 405, we got water on the fire.
All right, I'm stopping there for one reason. So they got water on the fire, and so I think this is going to be the general discussion of this video. I think guys will go back and forth here. I definitely have my opinions about things, but as you're just hearing, there is an engine company on the scene stating that they have water on the fire. This will make more sense when we get there. This is just a silly comment I want to make for any of you EMS guys. I guess these are probably combination fire and EMS. Not the end of the world, and I sort of understand this, but I'll just point this out for you youngsters or people getting in the business. So this is the first due ambulance, I believe. And as we continue in the block here, you're going to see the guys. This seems a little far to me to be. I realize this is somewhat nitpicking, but these guys have parked a significant distance away from the fire, which I understand. 5-inch hoses are going to get laid on the ground. A bunch of apparatus are going to get pulled in. But I would try to find some balance. If you're so far away, if you're there as for firefighters, a firefighter falls off the roof and they throw you on a stretcher, and now they have to hump back 1/8 of a mile to the ambulance, that's not very productive. Furthermore, in many scenes I've seen, the first due ambulance gets in there, and basically you're going to maybe get close to maybe get blocked in, but you'll do initial EMS, and the second due ambulance, you'll transfer that patient. Someone falls, you give primary EMS care immediately, and then the bus that gets there afterwards that's not trapped at the scene can come in. Again, sorry to spend so much time on silly EMS, but there you have it. So you'll see what I'm talking about here. So here are the guys. They're humping in with the stretcher. The other thing is, heaven forbid you need something else. You can't possibly carry everything. And if you need to get back to the bus, to the ambulance to grab something, it's pretty damn far away, to say the least. Maybe they made a mistake. Maybe it was the wrong address. I get the idea you don't want to get blocked in, but this is pretty far away for staging of the first due ambulance. I like this right here. I will say, all the discussions we have about this incident that maybe could have been done differently if it was your department, I really like this chief. I like his instincts, and even here, this is the building right here is the fire building, or at least the row, and he stops calmly and takes a look. What does he have on the seaside? What's going on? It's not a full 360, but while you're coming by, take advantage. All right, as a guy who always likes to give the front of the building to the truck, I like this very much. Truck is setting up. You'll be able to see later there's an engine company right in front of the truck, and there's a fire hydrant. So they have the best of both worlds right here. You got a good positioning of the ladder and easy access that the chauffeur, the driver, the engineer can hit that hydrant all by himself. Now, my initial size up here would be, obviously, it's a wood frame, multiple dwelling. In some respects, I almost give this like a brownstone vibe. In the city, in New York City, you would actually, in many cases here, see a staircase behind a doorway behind the staircase that you would get into what's considered, I guess, the first floor. Don't quote me here, but my guess is these are built on slabs, and so the builder, they don't want to spend money digging foundations, so they raise up the building, put the garage on the first floor, and you have your first and second floor, where this is obviously technically your third floor.
Fairfax County, 408 on the Alpha Delta Core Structural Command of Alert.
I got your 2 occupants from the residence out front. They're fine. The occupants from the Delta exposure also evacuated. They're fine. I have not found the Bravo occupants yet.
All right, thank you.
And from town 422. Special turn time complete. The main entrance on the Alpha side. The number 2 floor. We do have fire on the number 1 floor. Garage area.
All right, so this is where the discussion and the confusion and the arguing will commence. So what confuses me about this fire so far, watching it, well, the first time I watched it is, first of all, they said they got a line in service. There is, when we pulled in here, there's no hose coming to the front of this building. There is no line going into the fire building, at least from the A side, from number 1 side. And I will say this generally goes against my gut instincts of what should be done. Again, unless there's something unbeknownst to me. So why is that? Generally speaking, you always want to go to the front of the building. One is because here's the front door, and generally speaking, you can almost always find the staircase. It's usually 99 times out of 100, you can find the staircase, and so you can protect egress, right? We always want, if there's any victims inside the building, if we get to the front door and there's fire there, smoke, we can find victims. If they're behind the door, they're making their way to the front. Anyway, I would always argue for going towards the front, taking the front of the building and going in the front door. It's a big policy of FDNY as well. Didn't work there, but I sort of use them as my Bible. So what's going on here? So let me get to another picture. All right, so this is the Google Maps video or Google Maps site. And this is where the chief is located. This is where the ladder is located, right? We're on the other side now. This is that hydrant. So that, I'm assuming the first due engine, although maybe not. Here's a hydrant right here. Again, my instinct would have been to stretch the line here and go into the front of the building. It appears, I don't know whether it's off this building, off this rig, and I can't see the line, or maybe there's an engine parked over here. But for some reason, the decision was made to go to the rear. from what I gather on the any news reports afterwards, that this started initially as a deck fire of some sort. So a lot of fire might have been showing from the back, but I would argue this does not look to me to be a very easily accessible point. First off, I've had a lot of experience of this type of building. These fences could be cordoning off every apartment or every home. So maybe you're breaking down fences or trying to go. Maybe this alley here goes in between them. I'm not sure. There's big trees, long stretches, and I think you missed the opportunity to access the fire building through the front door. Now, was there someone at the window in the back? Was there some circumstances that I am not aware of that would be a perfectly good reason? Somebody's at the windows at the back, and you make this initial, we're going to abandon standard SOPs, SOGs, and go to the rear because of something like that. Please comment in the comment section, because I would like to know.
Okay, go ahead and open that garage for me. All units on the box floor. First floor will be a garage. Floor number 2 is the manway entrance to enter the structure. We're going to label it 1, 2, 3.
Now, this seems like maybe inconsequential to some people, but I believe, first of all, again, I like this chief, and I like his instincts, and I like what he's trying to do here. This is unusual. As I said, normally your first floor, your residential floor, is on the ground level. In this case, like I said, it's this brownstone type building, and therefore the garage and storage or basement, whatever we're calling this, is actually the first floor, and the residential portion is on the first. So someone falls through a floor, a victim is found. It is quite possible people will start calling this the first floor, even though it's really the second. The chief mentioning that, to me, lays out really good groundwork, and hopefully people on the fire ground all heard that, so everyone's on the same page. Kudos to the chief.
22, continue to flow water inside Charlotte. Tower 405. Go to side Charlotte and see if engine 405 needs any help.
That's one thing I will add to. Maybe they're making good progress with the line in the back. Maybe they're not. I don't see anything in here. I don't see a lot of steam. Maybe it's blowing around the back and you just can't see it. Maybe they're doing a fantastic job, but I am not seeing the progression of this fire changing from whatever is happening at the rear of the building. And again, that's why I don't like going to the back. You got elevated decks. It may be difficult or impossible to get to them from the rear. It's cut up crazy. There's stuff back there, kids' toys and playgrounds. God only knows.
Command engine 405.
One thing I'll add too, sorry to interrupt the chief, since for whatever reason they have gone around back, I'll add one thing. I like that the truck's throwing ladders everywhere and preparing and doing what they got to do. Great. This door is open. Maybe, again, easy to be a Monday morning quarterback, but since the fire was being attacked from the rear, the flow path and getting air might not have been a bad idea to have, since we're not attacking the fire and guys aren't going in and there isn't a hand line propping the door open, maybe shutting this door to prevent airflow wouldn't have been a bad idea.
Delta corner.
What unit's that on the scene?
Tower 405.
Okay. Command engine 405's driver. Fairfax, second alarm. Have stage 2 blocks away in line of approach. Have the first 2 engines on the second alarm, stage also. Command to engine 405's driver.
405 driver.
I need you to deck gun the fire unit right now.
They saw the Bravo exposure, occupants get in their car, grab the cat, and leave.
All right, so once again, I'm going to give big shout out to this chief. conditions are rapidly going in the wrong direction. Whatever is going on, whatever tactics are being used in the rear, maybe initially they've slowed down other decks from catching fire and maybe exposures in the rear, but at the end of the day now, the original fire building is now well off. And you can go look at my other videos. I always say the deck gun is the most underutilized fire option in the fire service. And we're going to see here how well it works. Now, do I think had a line been, when we first arrived, had this engine here stretched a line into the fire building, do I think we could have alleviated this situation potentially? Yes. Once again, playing Monday morning quarterback, I don't really know what's going on in the back, but my instinct would have been to been here. But anyway, let's take a look how well a deck gun can work in a very, very short period of time.
Where you're clear.
Tower 405, correction, truck 422's driver. Get yourself a dedicated handline.
Can you get info for them?
Second, third, you on the Charlie side, we have 2.5.
Now this fire is off to the races, but you can see here, even just this hand line is slowing down the progress.
Primary search, number 14, complete and negative.
Back up. Okay, go ahead and back out till we knock this down some. Command engine 210, I need you to take an alpha position and take a hand line to floor number 2.
Here's 7402.
Go ahead, sir. We got it.
Heavy fire, all 3 floors in the fire unit, inside Charlie. You've got fire in the Bravo 1 unit. You're going to need to get a crew in there as well. That may be your more important focus right now than just coming into the fire unit. I'm coming around 10.
Command engine 210.
Okay, it's 437 on scene, 4 blue red, got a red line pull, stand in front yard.
Command to engine 210.
Yes, it's in control.
Copy, gas control. Command to engine 210.
Okay, 210.
Top 4 just flashed over.
Put you in the Bravo 1 exposure with a hand line, please.
That top 4 just flashed over. It's actually
Copy, Bravo 1.
All right, so they're going to get the a hand line, I'm sure, through the front door of the Bravo exposure. But this deck gun and a little bit of work at this hand line have definitely changed the trajectory of this fire. And regardless, again, not to beat a dead horse, regardless of why or how or whatever the initial fire attack started in the rear, this was a very, very good decision by the chief, in my view. Please comment in the description if you disagree or agree. But now, this is going to be over soon. And I always say, regardless of what initial tactics were, it's just like a football game. You start losing in the first quarter and things are going wrong, you readjust, and that's what happened here. And at the end of the day, this entire row is going to be saved because of these little tweaks to extinguishing this fire. And again, I would put that on the shoulders of the chief here.
The occupants from the fire unit said there's no one else in there, so give me a Bravo 1 exposure search.
So do we have an occupant status of any of the other all of them? The whole row?
No, not the whole row.
We need to confirm the whole row. Get a transport unit to do that or something.
Alpha and Delta quantity to the number 2 floor. We need a line here.
Okay, come on, copies. Who's my third due? Angel 37? Or they red?
They're red. 26 is third due. They got a 2.5 beside Charlie. I just saw him. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
Here, I can show you what it looks like.
I stopped and took a look.
Oh, it's impressive.
Alright, command channel.
Yeah, you should.
All right, one thing I like to add, like I said, the smoke now is clearing, can't really see what's going on as well, but it's quite obvious that if you continue further down the video, that they've really knocked this down and the party's going to be soon over. I will like to add, I had a single family house, which was very, very large one time. Similar situation in the sense that the back of the house was on fire, the inside of the house was on fire, and the deck was fully on fire. We stretched the line into the building, knocked down the first floor, and then continued out onto the deck and then extinguished the deck from a hand line that was stretched through the building, went back inside, and then went upstairs and put out the upstairs. So anyway, something to that effect, I think, might have been the better choice here. Again, being Mr. Monday Morning Quarterback on my laptop 2,000 miles away. But want to hear what you guys think.
We're on the thing, we're in the courtyard on the Delta side. We did Grove 5, we did aerial, but just...
Huh?
So we'll move forward here. You'll see this starts once the smoke clears.
Can you make announcements second alarm units to mark up on Fort Echo command channel? Nobody's answering.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, I think that's essentially the point I wanted to make. Please follow along with my channel once again. Like I said, the algorithm has sort of died because I haven't been doing these as much. If you could please share them with some friends and comment and like, I'd really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll continue to do this because I think it's good for young guys and old guys and people getting into the fire service to hear and discuss these things without feeling embarrassed or getting yelled at or wondering what different perspectives are. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.